This DTV production is brought to you by Alexander Concessions and Catering, Brian's Machine Shop, Cannonball Derby Parts, Crashbox Monthly Subscription, Demolition Derby Life Magazine, DerbyTees.com, the original Derby t-shirt, Gray Area Demo Parts, Heavy D Derby Transmissions, Impact Derby Products, Klein Design Incorporated, NLR Derby Parts, Smith Metalworks. Thank you to all of our production sponsors for their continued support. You're watching the Smith Metalworks pre-race show. Smith Metalworks is a demolition derby parts fabricator making quality pedals, bumpers, cradles, and more in Mercer, Pennsylvania. Visit their website at smithmetalworks.info or find them on Facebook. Welcome to the show. Drivers have battled all across Ohio, and it's all come down to this. It's the King of Ohio, day number 1. This 3-day championship event starts today with the last chance qualifier heats. We'll see drivers in the compact class and the rear-wheel drive class experience the format as they beat out their competition for a chance at tomorrow's heats. Triple D Entertainment brings us the long-anticipated King of Ohio, live from Lima, Ohio, right here on DerbyNation.tv.
Yesterday's show. Yeah, they're back there cutting their cheating ass cars apart. You guys got a beeper? So beep, 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 right there.
I do say fun.
Like my F-bombs are terrible.
I tried to like sex.
Good evening, Facebook fans. This is Dustin Woods, owner of Triple D Entertainment. We've got the caliber of drivers that you would love to see in person and compete against at the King of Ohio this weekend. And we've got these guys to give you a live press conference here. So we're going to ask them some questions from mild to wild here and see what they got to say. First question, and anyone can grab the mic. This was a different build for rules, okay? As in, we came up with this rule set with 5 or 6 different people, okay? Had their hands on this rule set, and it's never been ran before. Why did you choose the car that you chose? Corey, can you go ahead and start?
I have an 03.
Corey, grab the mic. There you go.
Yeah, I picked an 03. I just kind of like the idea of being able to weld the engine cradle in, honestly. I feel like when you put the distributor protector against the dash bar, you blow the seam out pretty regular on every other type of car. And they're pretty easy to build, and I had one stripped, so that's why I chose it.
Well, I chose a 65 Imperial because I've never seen them really run because I'm only 22 years old, so they've been outlawed around me for forever, and I just thought it'd be cool and just knock it off my bucket list of cars. So,
as the microphone's handed to you, just say your name too.
I'm Tanner Voyers. I'm running the 177X.
Name's Tyson Combs, number 64. I chose the Chrysler wagon with an Imperial subframe in it because I like to go forward and I like to hit hard.
My name is Brian Schumann, also known as the King. I chose a Crown Vic because they maneuver really well against kids and Imperials who really don't know what's going to happen out there. They're going to get schooled. I've drove Imperials back in the day, and they're horrible, absolutely horrible. That's why I chose the Crown Vic. But I love the rules. I don't like the down leg rule, but the rest of the rules are perfect.
That type of competition, Brian, is kind of what we aim to get here at King of Ohio with the different rule set. You haven't seen the Imps run against the Fords, run against sedans and wagons ever. I mean, Tanner, you just said, I mean, I'm with you. I'm a young guy, and I just haven't seen Imps run a lot, so pretty interesting stuff. Brady?
My name is Brady Allen, running a Ford Crown Vic. The reason why I chose that, I think that it's one of the things I'm most comfortable with. You know, I've been driving them for a long time and building them for a while, so like I said, it's comfortable for me, and driving style it's comfortable, so we'll see what happens.
I'm Devin Allen, driving the 9894. I chose a 1974 Chevy Impala, mainly because I thought it had a little bit more in the back than a regular Crown Vic would, and it would be a little bit quicker than an Imperial would be. I don't know. It was partly stripped out too and half built, so it made it a little bit quicker for us. But I think it'll be okay.
My name is Jason Boyd, 19J, an 02 Crown Vic. That's all I know, obviously. You can't find no old iron around our way, so that's what I'm stuck with.
Guys, the format this weekend is unique, okay? And everyone knew what they were getting into coming here with the format, having to beat two people. There's never really been a show where you've had to beat two people, and you were going to put your talents on display for everyone to see. Tell me the thought process. Walk me through your thought process of running a heat.
Well, me personally, I've never ran a conventional heat and feature. There's just never been enough car count where the shows I run, so it really makes no difference for me. It's new to a lot of people, so I thought it's definitely going to speed up the pace of the heat, make it a lot more fun to watch, so we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was sounded entertaining to try something new in a different heat. That's the difference. You can give people two different styles, and I don't know. I mean, I think it could make an exciting three-man battle out there. But yeah, always up for trying something new.
I just hope there's someone in there I don't like.
I kind of enjoy the format. I did it before for the prequel show. It turned out pretty good. But, you draw, I don't know, you can either do good or do bad, obviously. But, this time I'll probably do bad. I'll probably draw both them Allen boys, my luck, or something like that. Everywhere I go, they put a whooping on me. So hopefully I can turn the table today and put one on them, but we'll see what happens.
Hey, Brian, on that, you are the champ of our prequel last year in the first running of our format. Going into that, did you have a different thought process than what you do now?
Yeah, I didn't really like it, but like I say, luckily it turned out. And then once I wasn't expecting that, I guess, when I got there, because nobody told me what was going on. He said, "Let's go this Derby," and I showed up, and then I had green paint in my car, and there it was. But I love it, I do. But in any kind of competition nowadays, I don't know where all these people are at right now. They should be here supporting you. But I love the format. I love what you're doing, and I'm going to support you till I'm dead.
Well,
I love it.
I appreciate that, and we'll get into that competition a little bit. Some people don't like competition, okay? And you guys sitting here are willing to put it all on the line, and it's very appreciated by me, by my staff, by all the fans watching. So thank you guys for that too.
To talk a little bit more about the format, I've never ran it before. It's going to be different, but each one of these guys are very well capable of winning the show at the end of the night, and what the chances are, we're probably going to get matched up with somebody early on in the heat. So it's going to be entertaining. It's going to be fast-paced, but we'll just have to see how it goes and go from there.
Yeah, kind of to piggyback off what Brian said a little bit, I think he's exactly right that he can go kind of one of two ways. If I get matched up with him and Tyson, I'm in trouble, Likewise, the other way, too. It just kind of depends on luck of the draw. If you get two good cars against you and you're the odd man out, it could be a short night for you. So it's kind of a lot of luck thing, which provides a little bit of the excitement. It's something different. I know that Brian's ran it before, but I don't think anybody else here at the table has. So it's something new for us. Obviously, the car count's not great right now. There's still some more rolling in, but it'll be all the cars that are here are really good. So it's going to be whoever wins this thing is going to have their hands full.
I'm not used to the format. It's all new to me. But this group of fellers right here, we about to get it on and have a good time, boys.
Well, I'm Jeff Hobbs. I'm the voice of Triple D Entertainment and the King of Ohio, and I've gotten to see you guys on the road for the last 7 months. I mean, I grew up watching Derby, but I've never got behind the wheel. And so I actually got behind the wheel of that car the other day and fired it, and it was pretty awesome. The feeling is unbelievable. I know that the rush that you guys, the time, the energy, the money that you spend. And so my question to you is, I've only been 7 months at Derby, and I've been all over the country, all over the eastern United States doing this with Dustin, with Triple D Entertainment. And I see T's got the Summit shirt on. Love it. Talk to us a little bit about how the JEGS sponsorship and what Dustin's trying to do, and possibly we've been all about, hey, bring something to the table. It makes Derby better with JEGS, with people like JEGS and Summit and the big names on the board. And for some of you guys have been doing this for 25 years, it wasn't that way. The platform that, JEGS, the folks at JEGS believe in high-performance racers. And they have figured out, because of this guy, that you guys are high-performance racers. And I've seen it for the last 7 months, and I believe it. So talk a little bit about the sponsorship, about what Dustin's done, bringing JEGS on board, and then other folks, and what you think it's going to do for Derby nationwide.
So for me, I've grown up next to Summit Racing my whole life. I'm 10 minutes down the road. So as soon as I seen that JEGS jumped on board with you guys, I called up my uncle. He's worked there for 30 years. And I sent him the JEGS video of you guys at the facility, and he said, I'll get a hold of somebody. And they sent me a tent and stickers, and hopefully if I'm back behind here, they see me representing them, they'll send me some more stuff here soon. And I don't know about anybody else.
No, I mean, I think it's great. If JEGS gets in, and then, Summit might see it and want a piece of the pie, So there's always opens the doors for many more people to jump in and, kind of help out and sponsor different things and get people's names out there. And ultimately that helps us get better purses, get better access to parts. And, I mean, there's nothing bad about it that I see. So it's great to see stuff like that.
Tyson don't want to talk about that. I think this sport has levels. Like when I was promoting, it was at a certain level. Then it jumped up. Well, I think you guys are the next step on the ladder, bringing corporate money into this sport. I got $25,000 in my card. I guarantee every one of these guys are right there. This is not you don't just knock the windows out no more. Everybody thinks, oh, Derby, I just knock the windows out. It's not how it works. We got a lot of time and a lot of money, and what he's doing is awesome.
Brian, I'll add to that. I mean, the JEGS has considered you guys part of their racing team. If you get on board with the JEGS program, you get 5 to 20% off everything you buy. And I know how much you spend, because I had a guy that came up to me in the bash and said he spent $5,000 at JEGS the week before, and he saved $800 by going through the JEGS program. So again, that's what's unbelievable to me in 7 months of watching you guys go. The time, the effort, and the dollar bills that you guys spend because it's your passion.
And to piggyback on that, as we passed that microphone, we brought that raffle car to JEGS last week and let J3, Woody, the guy that runs all their promotions at all their shows, see that type of stuff. TJ's been in it, who's their current pro stock driver. I mean, they're like amazed at what the creativity and the ability that you guys have. And it was really neat to just showcase and say, hey, there's going to be this many cars, this coming weekend that are going to compete on this level. Because, I mean, raffle car is great, but, I mean, you guys are all more talented builders than I am. So, I mean, that raffle car is a really nice piece to win, but you guys really bring some high caliber cars here.
But I want to add to what Dustin said. This is a true story, and I think I've told a couple of you. TJ Coughlin, who is their NHRA guy now, he took over 2's spot. The first time he saw that car, he said, in my business, Jeff, I went 300 miles an hour last week in Pocono. He goes, and we try not to hit anything. He goes, but goddamn, I want to get behind the wheel of that thing and hit something. So when we fired that thing up, that's just so he understands, he has a feeling. He don't want to hit anything, but he loves what you guys do and wants to be part of it.
We'll keep that going with Brady.
All of us put long hours and late nights into these Derby cars, and I think JEGS is the next thing of bringing this to a national level, and JEGS is already a national level, and to be able to, like you said, showcase of what the Derby world has to offer. I think that's an opening door for a lot of people that a lot of people don't know about, and it's one step closer to, making a lot more people realize what's really going on, behind the scenes and what's going on inside the cars and strategies on the track and just different things like that a lot of people don't see in the stands. So.
There's always that saying that, there's no such thing as bad publicity. I could probably argue that, but, negative or positive, Jegs has got the Derby world talking. I mean, there's people, no matter what Derby you go to, Facebook, any type of social media, there's people talking about the Jegs deal, good, bad, indifferent, but it gets the people talking. And it doesn't matter what job you work at, wherever you live in the United States or what job you work at, I would probably say 90% of the people there don't know anything about Demolition Derby. They still think it's knock the windows out, like Brian said. They don't understand the time it takes to put a cage in, to crease it, to weld it, the money that we spend on this, and time away from your family, doing things that you don't want to do so you can do things that you do want to do. And this kind of just, as long as the exposure keeps going and gets the people to recognize, nothing bad can come from that. The purses will, increase, like he said, and I think it'll just take Demolition Derby to the next level. Kind of in a place that we've kind of been stagnant for the last 10 years or so. I think it's time to take it up a notch.
Yes, sir. Well said by all you guys. I think it's a great thing. Also believe that, every one of us guys and the ones that are still out there cutting on their cars have all ran for $1,000 almost every time we run, right? Okay, you'd all agree. So if we could get anything out of that, that'd be phenomenal. It's not like they said. We don't knock the windows out of them. There's a lot more that goes in. There's a lot more that goes into it than just knocking windows out and putting a little small motor in there and rolling on. But yeah, so it's I think it's a great thing.
When I look at this table, I see a lot of drivers with a lot of respect for each other that are about to go out and possibly draw each other and, as we say, go to war. Okay, but with that said, there's always a story behind your cars. How you got here, maybe some hardships that you ran into, maybe a part that broke recently. Any stories leading up to this show, this build that you guys had to overcome?
So with the Imperial, everybody said they weren't easy, and now I see why. They're just very different from any other car ever made. There's a lot of different things you got to do, and being that it was the first one I've ever built, it's been pretty challenging. But that's why we do it, to challenge ourselves. So, but other than that, it's gone pretty smoothly.
Yeah, I mean, I had luckily a lot of people help me throughout the build. I got a million other things going on in life right now, but. I mean, luckily, mostly everything fell into place pretty good, and there wasn't anything bad, and it's pretty much there and done, and didn't have any major issues or setbacks, so I'm all good there.
My biggest downfall is waiting until the last minute to decide to run. But I wanted to run for this promoter, have some fun.
My biggest concern with my car is just getting the motivation to do it. Every time I do something, like I put 3 seats in it because I'm tall, my head hits the roof. So got a Lincoln seat put in there. Well, some dum-dum put the lumbar up. So I got it all mounted, sat in there a couple days ago. And leaned back. That wasn't the right thing. I'd have broke my back. So I've got a Lumina seat. We'll see how that works out. I stole that from Tyler Dodd. So Tyler, I got your seat, buddy. And I'm going to touch on that format one more time. I forgot. One of the best things is, like, you don't know who you're going to run against. You have no idea. So you can't really plan your heat. You can't talk to your buddy, hey, you're going to put that paint on there, and right there, and then you go. I think that's awesome. But, Tyson, he builds a lot of my cars now because I'm too busy. He does everything but the drivetrain pretty much. And I'd like to thank him for that. I pay him. I never thank him, but I pay him. So, once again, Tyson, thank you.
Just going off what I said earlier, we spent a lot of time in the shop, and you can always think that you're going to have a car done on time, and something always happens where it's last minute. Doesn't matter really how early you start. Something's going to happen or something's going to go wrong where it pushes you back till 2 in the morning, and you're rushing around trying to get stuff done. But like he'll say, we have my dad, my brother, and my uncle, and that's what we got, and our buddy Justin and Grandpa. So it's kind of a family thing, and I can't thank those guys enough. And but like I said, it keeps us together and keeps us doing something we love.
Yeah, we kind of got a delayed start on this one. We decided to go run a show in Maryland in April, and then we ran the Bash for Cash Memorial Day weekend. So we've had about a month to build 3 cars. We got 2 of them pretty close, and we decided to build the 3rd one literally 5 days ago. So it's a legit 5-day build. We had a lot of late nights, but it'll be something that I think we can look back on in a few years and maybe laugh about it, maybe not, I don't know. But we were able to get it done, and he's here today.
Hardships. Not so much hardships other than about a year ago I sold all my stuff and then found out about this and had to buy it all back. So starting all over. But other than that, it's a one-man wrecking crew. Me and my 14-year-old son and a couple buddies gave me a hand there at the end, and we got her done and we're here.
Brian, touching on that format, is there has the nerves kicked in yet, guys? Or, when do those nerves kick in for you guys? Do you think it'll be before you hop on the track? Was it when you started your car up finally, maybe within the last week, pulled into inspection? When do they kick in?
Usually when I put my helmet on, I try not to think about it. I am 50. I can't be getting all worked up until it's time to get worked up. That probably ain't going to last very long. So, we're talking about Derby. But, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
I love this sport.
easy there, Brian.
I still get nervous. I get nervous. Like I say, there's a great caliber of people here. There's 10 people still outside that's not even here. They're great competitors. They're out there working on their car or their camera shy, one of the two. But this is going to be something to see. You definitely don't want to miss it.
I know for me, you usually get nervous about going through inspection and then, like you said, firing the car up for the first time when you're here and just getting everything lined in and getting ready to go. So
The day of, it usually really kicks in. I'm always very nervous. I worry too much. That's my problem. I'm a big worrier. So, we all want everything to go great. But you can plan out 100 different scenarios out there, but it's probably not going to go one of those scenarios that you thought it was going to go. So you just got to play it by ear and see what happens out on the track.
It kind of goes in stages for me. I get a little bit nervous, and it's just like, let's go, and then I get nervous again, and then it's like, let's go, and then, right now I'm way too tired to be nervous, so tomorrow I'll get nervous once you just put the helmet on, but then once you get out on the track, it's just like, let's get it on, I guess.
All right, I got one more quick question for you, men. I want to throw a shout out to Patrick Brower over here to my right. He handmade all these trophies. And this, again, you guys all have shops full of trophies, and some of them are as big as you are. How cool is it going to be when you pick up that trophy and you are the King of Ohio, and that trophy all hand cut out of stainless steel and powder coated goes into your shop?
I know for me, like you said, that every trophy you go to every county fair, they're all the same, and you can't really tell them apart. So that one would be really cool. It's hard to mistake it with any other show.
I think each trophy has a little bit of a sentimental value to it. But, this show could get really big, and the best thing you can say is you won the first King of Ohio. So, but we'll see if that plans out, but I don't know.
It's definitely not a normal trophy at all. A lot of the trophies that we get, these guys sitting up here, we get from county fairs that the only thing different about them is the nameplate. I get pretty excited about having a chance to run for the big checks, that you can mount on the wall. I think this kind of falls in that category where it's not something you just throw in storage. You got to hang it in your shop somewhere or put it for people to see and remind you that, you were the first King of Ohio winner.
I think my son will love it. But, yeah, we all got our work cut out for us, that's for sure, and hope one of us is going to take it home.
I mean, I'm sure between everybody at this table, there's hundreds, if not 1,000, normal trophies. And anytime you have an opportunity to win one that's a little different, it's always nice. I have trophies stuffed away in the corners from years ago that I've never even looked at. I have the ones that look cool. You know, there's like 5 or 6 on display, and it's ones like that, or I've won baseball bats and a couple different things, and like I said, big checks, and I mean just something different. Break up the typical first place trophy. It's great to see, and I mean that one would look great on my wall. I know that. So
A queen,
will.
queen would look good on your wall. The reason I like it is late at night, you run out of a piece of steel, you can grind a little bit off, roll a little bit on your car, good to go. These guys can get queen plaques. I'll take the king.
And Tyson, based on your inspection there, I think you did add a lot of steel.
I know, like he's saying, every trophy's a trophy. That's something very special. Obviously, it's the first King of Ohio show, and I don't know. I love the trophy, but you're not going to get it. You're not going to get it. You guys might get it, but this guy won't get it.
I owe him.
Hey guys,
Have you ever
Stephen Derby
finished better
Nation
than me,
here.
Brian?
Most of you guys know who I am, but I wanted a chance to just kind of recognize all of you drivers. I've seen you at a bunch of shows. You guys have a lot of pedigree on your shoulders. All of you do here at this table. It's impressive to see you all sitting here and having this camaraderie with each other. But to throw a little wrench in the works, to the best of my knowledge, there's only one driver at this table that already has the title of king. And Brian, does that put any pressure on your shoulders?
Yeah. Even if I lose, I'm still going to be king to my fans and my. Yeah, it's going to be tough.
The big head puts pressure on his shoulders.
That's all right. The big throttle pedal is going to put pressure on your neck. But anyway, whatever it takes. Yeah, there's some pressure. You know what I mean? I beat Zizzleman and Toby Hiley in, I think it was 04 or 06, I can't remember. And I went from Donut King, 'cause I used to spin a bunch of donuts and throw mud on the officials. It was kind of a joke. Then when I won that, they just shortened it to the King. And so it's been a lot of years I get called that. It's a joke here to some people, but it's just a nickname to me. I don't know, Tyson thing. He's the real Tyson Combs. He does stuff. But, yeah, there's some pressure, for real. But whoever wins is going to earn it. There's no doubt about that. And so,
Absolutely. With this caliber of drivers, that's unquestioned. I want to know, guys, from all of your standpoint, what does it mean to you to come away from this event this weekend as the King of Ohio? What does that mean for you personally? What's that going to feel like?
To me, it's going to feel great because I've been losing steering for the last 10 shows I've ran. It's been horrible. So hopefully I have some good luck and take that trophy. So
It'd be great. You'd be able to shit talk wherever you go.
I think the nice thing about it is the King of Ohio trophy back to Pennsylvania, so it'll look real good there.
I'm sure it'd mean a lot to every one of us. Like you said, you never lose another argument in the garage with your buddies. All you got to say is, I'm the King of Ohio. So.
Every derby's special to win, but I think this one's a little bit more just because it could be the start of something big. And like I said earlier, how good would it feel to be the first King of Ohio? So looking forward to seeing what this weekend brings, but we'll see what happens.
Anytime there's an inaugural event like this one with the Jags backing behind it, I think it's pretty special. So for any of us to be able to say we're the King of Ohio, I think is going to, put us on a little bit different stage. I think you're going to have a lot of luck. All the dominoes are going to have to fall in your place just because the caliber of cars are so good. So it'll be whoever has the best luck and whoever can stay out of trouble the longest, I think.
I think it'd be awesome, but, work's cut out for me. Most people don't know who I am, but we're about to change it, I think.
Ed, one more quick question for you guys. Chris Marquardt. I was wondering how important it was for the King of Ohio to actually be an Ohio resident, and if that is going to factor into your thought process, kind of like what Corey was saying, come feature time.
It would mean a lot more if the King of Ohio was from Ohio. Well, I don't think we'll have to worry about that.
That's all right. I've been teamed up on before. It's not a big deal.
I have no comment.
I like the guy, but he just put a big old bullseye right on his forehead saying that.
It's all right.
I think he's the only one not from Ohio, but anytime you're going out to the feature event like this, I'm not going to be thinking that he's not from Ohio. Like, I'm going to try to beat everybody the same. So I would hope that the trophy does stay in Ohio, though.
Guys, just a kind of a fun question. I know a lot of Derby guys are superstitious. They have habits, rituals, things like that. When you come away from this event with the win this weekend, what is your ritual after you win a big event?
I'd probably go buy another Imperial.
I mean, I really don't have any rituals afterwards. I mean, we'll get the car loaded up and maybe drink a couple beers and head home.
I'll just rub it in this guy's face because it ain't going to PA.
We don't have to worry
It ain't
about
going to
that.
PA.
Yeah, but it's not going to go to Sullivan, Ohio either.
I'm going to take that trophy and do a bunch of selfies and probably grab a bottle of Jack, drink, and laugh at how none of y'all got it. Oh, yeah, we're talking about it. But, you know, I got a great amount of respect for everybody here. Like I say, all these guys will put the hours in, put the time in, and I just can't wait to get started. Like, I'm ready to go.
Yeah, I don't really have any after rituals. The biggest thing is just trying to be there at the end to have a chance to win it. I mean, that's the biggest thing. So what you do after the Derby, I guess drink a couple beers, whatever you want to do, but it's just going to be a battle to be able to even have a opportunity and a chance to beat, you know, these caliber of drivers.
If I won on Sunday night, I'd probably make the long drive home of about 15 minutes and maybe watch the Derby on replay and fall asleep because there's been a lot of lack of sleep recently, so we'll worry about celebrating at a later time. I also think it's one of those things that, sorry to cut you off there. I also think it's one of those things that it doesn't kind of set in right away. You got to give it a little bit of time. Like, everybody's adrenaline and emotions are really high after the Derby, no matter what. If you're at a county fair or at the King of Ohio or Bash for Cash, it doesn't matter. So I think it's going to have to take some time to set in, and when it does, you're going to have the title for a year until somebody else takes it back from you. So there you can have it now.
Thank you. But no ritual here. Just take the ride home and hopefully get to relax a little bit finally.
Well, hey, guys, I think I can speak for all the viewers out there, and we look up to you guys as our Dale Earnhardts and part of our sport. And hopefully that's what we can create. I appreciate you guys coming on here and be willing to showcase, you know, your personality and kind of what you think of the show and why you showed up. I think it means a lot to us all, because if I couldn't make the event, I would certainly tune in, especially to this and also the event. You know, so thank you all for you know, displaying your personalities for us all to see. Best of luck this weekend, and look forward to shaking your guys' hand and handing somebody that trophy.
Just want to say thanks to everybody that's joined us on Facebook for our Facebook Live look-in. Want to just recognize all of you drivers once again for making time out of your day to come and talk to the fans. They really appreciate that. You want to say anything to the guys that you haven't already said?
Best of luck this weekend, gentlemen. Okay, it's kill or be killed out there. That's the mentality.
Once again, guys, as Brian said, and it's been said before, whoever takes this home this weekend earned it. Look forward to seeing it. Guys that are joining us on Facebook, once again, thanks for being with us. We're going to be live on DerbyNation.tv for the events here this afternoon. Make sure you're tuning in. It's all coming down live here at the King of Ohio in Lima, Ohio. Triple D Promotions putting it on. We'll see you there on DerbyNation.tv. Stick here with us.
This is the Pit Pass, and I've caught up with the driver of the number 22 Hall Racing machine running in the Last Chance qualifiers here at the King of Ohio. Sir, what's your name?
Kevin Hall.